Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to every one of you who subscribes to my channel. Thank you all so much. You've kept this fun, and I mean that. Join the Legion today to help decide next week's new character. It's a battle of the mutants and claws. From the X-Men, it's Beast versus Sabretooth. Today we're heading back into the world of Bleach to bring to life Yasutaro Sato, or as we call him, Chad. Outwardly, Chad is a very large and quiet man, someone who will walk away from a fight without a second thought. But in truth, he is far more than that. Chad is incredibly loyal and protective of those he cares about, and for those that cross those people, they see the full error of their ways. Chad is a Fullbringer, a human who has been touched by a hollow before their birth but survived. Chad has the power to harness his own soul's energy and the soul energy of everything around him and unleash it in the form of armor covering his arms. With this, Chad's amazing physical strength and durability are taken to new levels. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook, Monsters of the Multiverse, and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. We're using standard point array to make things easy for you, and we are multi-classing, so keep an eye on those minimums should you use a different system. We're going to start things off with Dex at 15. For your massive size, you are very fast and agile. Wisdom will drop in at 14. You are a kind and gentle person who has amazing self-control and can sense the good within people. Con comes in at 13. Even before your Fullbringer powers started to fully awaken, you could take devastating attacks and keep going. Strength will be low with a 12. Seriously, your strength should be way higher, but it's not entirely important for this build. Intelligence will fly in with a 10, and we're dumping Charisma. I don't like that since you're a great person and people like you, but we have to dump something, and out of everything, Charisma is the least needed for this build. Chad is a human, but because of his unique strength, he's something much more. So you know what? Let's have a little fun with this one, shall we? Chad is a giant person, so let's make him a Goliath, found in the Monsters of the Multiverse. Place +2 into Wisdom and +1 into Dex. Little Giant gives you proficiency in the skill Athletics and then improves your physical capabilities. You now count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, lift, and drag. Mountain Born gives you resistance to cold damage. Not really you, but this is the only thing about this lineage that I don't like for you, so who cares. Stone's Endurance makes you tougher. Now when you take damage, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d12 plus your con modifier. You can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Finally, you can speak common in one language of your choice. For background, take the skills Acrobatics and Animal Handling. You can customize further and take a combination of two tools or language proficiencies of your choice. Level 1 fighters start off with two skills. Take Perception and Insight. You also have proficiency in all melee weapons, armor, and shields, along with the saving throw Strength and Con. Fighting style gives you Unarmed Fighting. Now your unarmed strikes deal 1d8 plus your strength and bludgeoning damage while you're holding nothing in your hands, or a d6 when you're holding something, and you can automatically deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to a creature you're grappling. Second Wind lets you heal yourself 1d10 plus your fighter level as a bonus action once per short or long rest. Level 1 monks begin with Unarmored Defense. Now you have an AC of 10 plus Dex plus Wisdom when not wearing armor. Martial Arts changes your simple melee weapons and unarmed strikes. Simple melee weapons and unarmed strikes can now use the Dex modifier instead of Strength for attack and damage. You can make an unarmed strike with a bonus action after taking the attack action, and your simple melee weapons and unarmed strikes will do martial arts dice and damage. This starts off as a D4. Level 2 fighters gain Action Surge. You can now give yourself a free action once per short or long rest. Level 3 fighters now have their subclass. Since you're an athlete first, spiritual powerhouse later, we'll go with Champion, found in the Player's Handbook. Improved critical boosts your critical hits. You now crit on a 19 or 20. Level 4 fighters earn our first ability score improvement to bump up Dex for better attack and damage. You're also now character level 5, which means your proficiency bonus goes up to a +3, so bump up all your proficiencies. Level 5 fighters receive extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Level 2 monks gain unarmored movement. Now when not wearing armor, your speed gets boosted, now giving you a 40-foot movement speed. Ki grants you ki points that equal your monk level, that you can use to perform special moves. You regain use points after spending 30 minutes in meditation. For the moves you can use these points on, Patient Defense turns dodge into a bonus action by spending 1 ki point. Step of the Wind turns dash or disengage into a bonus action and doubles your jump distance by spending 1 ki point. Flurry of Blows lets you make 2 unarmed strikes with a bonus action after taking the attack action by spending 1 ki point. Level 3 monks now have their subclass, and it's time to unleash your Fullbringer. Way of the Astral Self from Tasha's is actually pretty chad. Arms of the Astral Self unleashes your Fullbringer by spending 1 ki point with a bonus action. When activated, each creature of your choice within 10 feet must succeed on a dex save or take force damage equal to 2 martial arts dice. This DC is based on your Wisdom plus 8 plus proficiency bonus. With your Fullbringer activated, for the next 10 minutes your arms are covered in spiritual armor that appear how you want them to. With this armor, you receive special bonuses. You can now use your Wisdom modifier for any strength check or strength save. You can make an unarmed strike with your astral arms, and your unarmed strikes can now use your Wisdom modifier for attack and damage. Your unarmed strikes with your astral arms reach is increased by 5 feet, allowing you to attack up to 10 feet away, and finally, if you use your astral arms to make an unarmed strike, you deal force damage. I'm not gonna lie, I just screwed up this whole section a lot because I kept saying unarmed strike over and over again. Deflect Missile allows you to reduce damage you take from a ranged weapon attack with a reaction by 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus monk level. If you reduce the damage to 0 and have a free hand, you can spend 1 ki point to catch the projectile and throw it back as an attack with your reaction. Level 4 monks earn another ability score improvement. Let's grab a feat to improve your unarmed strikes again. Crusher, found in Tasha's, adds +1 to your con and then makes your punches really hurt. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you hit them so hard they get knocked back 5 feet to an unoccupied space, providing they are no more than 1 size larger than you. Also, when you score a crit hit with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you can knock the wind out of them, and now all attacks against them are at advantage until the start of your next turn. Remember, your normal attacks deal bludgeoning damage. Your astral arm attacks deal force damage. So this will only benefit you when you're not wearing your astral arms, but it's still going to be good, trust me. Slow Fall lets you reduce falling damage with a reaction by 5 times your monk level. Quickened Healing allows you to heal yourself with an action by spending 2 ki points and then rolling a martial arts dice and adding your proficiency bonus. Speaking of proficiency bonus, your character level 9 now, so bump up your proficiency bonus to a +4. Level 5 monks receive Stunning Strike. When you hit a creature with an attack, you can now spend 1 ki point to force a con save. If they fail the save, they are stunned until the end of your next turn. A stunned creature can't move, can barely speak, can't take reactions or actions, automatically fails strength and dex saves, and all attacks against them are at advantage. This move can wreck spellcasters. Focused Aim lets you turn a miss into a hit by spending up to 3 ki points and adding +2 to the roll per point spent. Level 6 monks gain Ki-Empowered Strikes. Your unarmed strikes, with or without your armor, are now magical. See, I told you Crusher was still going to be good. Visage of the Astral Self isn't really you, but it's not bad. As a bonus action, or part of the same bonus action to summon your arms, you can spend 1 ki point to summon your Visage. The Visage forms a mask or helmet on you, or maybe some weird bars that goes across your face, and for 10 minutes you receive special bonuses. You can now see normally in both magical and non-magical darkness out to a distance of 120 feet. You have advantage on insight and intimidation checks. Finally, when you speak, you can direct your words to someone within 60 feet so only they can hear you, or you can amplify your voice so all creatures within 600 feet can hear you. This lasts until time is up or you are incapacitated. To end this level, your unarmed movement is now 45 feet. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement. Bump up Wisdom for better AC and astral arm attacks. Level 7 champion fighters now have Remarkable Athlete. You can now add half your proficiency bonus to any check for strength, dex, or con that you're not already adding your proficiency bonus to. You know, like initiative. You can also add more distance in feet to your running long jump equal to your strength modifier, which isn't too much, but you can also double your jump distance already, so 1 foot isn't too bad. Plus, most of you will probably give Chad a higher strength stat, which I could not. Guess what? Your character level 13, so your proficiency bonus gets bumped up again. You're now at +5, so raise all of your proficiencies. Level 8 fighters earn another ability score improvement, cap off Wisdom. Level 9 fighters gain Indomitable. You can now reroll 1 failed saving throw, including death saves, once per long rest. Level 7 monks receive Evasion. Your dex saves are now improved. You now take no damage on a successful dex save and only half on a failed one. Stillness of Mind gives you more focus in battle. You can now use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened. Level 8 monks earn our final ability score improvement, Let's Grab a Feat. Tough from the player's handbook gives you double your current character level in HP and then adds +2 to every level after. Oh, since your character level 17, your proficiency bonus is now maxed out at +6. Level 9 monks gain an improvement to their unarmored movement. You can now run across liquid surfaces and up vertical surfaces, which is actually a basic ability Fullbringers can do. Warning, if you stop, you will fall through the liquid or fall off the vertical surface. Level 10 monks now have Purity of Body. You are now immune to all diseases and poisons. Your unarmored movement is 50 feet. Our final level is level 11 monk, and astral monks receive Body of the Astral Self. Now when your visage and arms are active, your Fullbringer armor stretches over your body, becoming a full suit of armor. I don't actually know if Chad can achieve this state of Fullbring, but others have, so we're going with it. While this is active, you receive new benefits. Now when you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to deflect it and reduce the damage. The damage is reduced by 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier. Also, on each of your turns, when you hit with your astral arms, you can deal bonus damage equal to your martial arts dice, which is now a d8. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 12, Dex 18, Con 14, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 20, Charisma 8. Your total levels are Fighter 9, Monk 11. Let's dive in. People don't want to get punched by you. Seriously, when you punch someone with your armor activated, you're dealing 1d8 plus 5 force damage, and you can add another d8 to the hit. Doesn't sound like much till you look at your attack profile. You attack twice with a single action, and can then bonus action attack again. You can action surge and add a flurry of blows, bringing it up to 6 attacks in a single turn. Without your armor activated, your damage does go down slightly, and you're still highly effective. Your attacks are now just 1d8 plus 4, and you can knock them around. Regardless, all your damage is magical, and you can stun your enemies. You're also pretty damn tough. You can reduce damage from multiple sources, heal yourself, you have an AC of 18, can reroll failed saving throws, your dex saves are great, and your total health, taking the average, is over 160. Downside: you're an up-close fighter, which leaves you at disadvantage on ranged opponents. Thankfully, you can use ranged weapons, but they will not be magical unless you have a magic weapon. You'll get one though. You do have some resource management you must take care of with only 11 key points, but you don't actually need them to fight, so running out will not hinder you. Probably will burn through those rerolls on your saving throws because your charisma is negative and your intelligence adds nothing. In all honesty, what I really don't like about this build is your low strength and con. Chad needs to be a tank, in the form of both taking damage and dealing it, and I feel this is lacking there. That's just a personal issue though, as your subclass changes the course of what stats you need. So you are still incredibly strong when your Fullbringer is active. Plus, you can just change the stats by rolling for them or using point buy. Regardless of the stats, you are a powerhouse, so stand with your team and bring the brute force of your power down on those who threaten the innocent. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon where you can help decide next week's new character.